Hi, everybody.
Hi,
friends. Thank you for joining us on the long weekend. Happy long weekend to everyone in the U.S. Our long weekend was last weekend. So this is Sunday Connections, and we are thrilled that we have Terri and Joan with us. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. It is your first visit to dzncats. We hope it won't be your last. So thank you for being here. Well, I am thrilled. I am absolutely thrilled. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Nancy Riker's in the house. Janet P. Ron Unconditional Love. Juno is here. Flowing is in the house. Nice to see you, Flowing. Tammy Jackson's here. I'm scrolling up. Mama Bear's in the house. Thank you so much, you guys. Sun Psychic Jean popped in. Nancy Riker. Thank you, everybody, for being here on the long weekend. Do appreciate it. So, as always, when we have first-time guests at dzncats, we are going to ask a few little icebreaker questions just to give us a little bit of insight into who Terri is and who Joan is. So, are you ready, ladies?
We're ready.
I'll ever be.
Yes. A little bit nervous. Don't be nervous. I promise. They're pleasant questions. So here we go with our first question. What are 3 things that you always have to have with you? Like if you leave the house or whatever the case may be. 3 things you always have to have with you.
You want to go first, Joan?
I know this one really easily.
Okay.
And it's all thanks to a winter jacket I wore this winter that allowed me to be just like a guy. I didn't have to carry a purse or a notebook or a little bag or anything. I just had a little bundle and I put it in one of the 7 pockets in this jacket. And it was my driver's license, my Costco card, and my ID. And that's all I needed. And my keys. Well, I'll add one more for my 4. But it was such a freeing thing. And now things are warming up around here. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have to carry a purse around or a little bag of some sort. And so that was one of the benefits of it being cold. Lots of pockets to put things in.
I love it. What about you, Terri?
Well, I got to have my purse, but in the purse, I got to have my phone. Yeah. I have a little teeny medal in the purse. Let me see if I got it over here. It has Gabriel on it, the angel Gabriel, a little teeny metal thing. And I usually also have to have a notebook. I got to have a notebook and pen. Who knows when that I'm going to get information.
Yeah, so. I always have to have a pen for sure. For sure I do. All right, here's the second question. If you could time travel, and I don't know if you all have time travel, but if you could go back to, or go to, backwards or forwards, to a particular year, which year do you think you would like to visit?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Joan's really thinking about this.
I think I knew it would be during or slightly after World War II. I'm really drawn to that period. So probably right before VE Day in 1945. So I could be there in Times Square dancing with everyone and celebrating that the war was over.
That's a great answer. I love that.
Yeah, I love that time period. I love the stories of plucky women, going undercover and helping the war effort.
Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. What about you, Terri?
I think I'd go forward in time. I'm not exactly sure what date it would be, but I think what I'd like to do is go forward in time to when my grandchildren have children. And
nice.
That's what I think I'd like to do.
Well, I always say that I would like to go back to the year I was born. And I'll be honest, I didn't think of that on my own. Another guest that I had on the channel, Adrian from Red Lentil Healing, said that. And I thought that was a wonderful answer. I want to go right to the moment of my birth. I want to see if all the love that I was told was happening, because I was the first granddaughter and the first grandchild and the first child. So I just want to see if all the love in the room was really what they told me it was. Well, I was born in 1965. It's a good year, right? So I'd like to go back and just see how it was. Like, the week of my birth. I think it would be a really cool moment in time, right? To feel all that love. Similar to what Joan is saying in terms of feeling that experience of the time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies. Now, normally I ask 5 questions, but I won't do that. But here's our last question. I'm trying to make it a good one. If they were going to do a movie of your life, which actress would you like to play your part? Whether a past actress or a current actress. Oh, thank you, Jackie. That's very kind.
That. I've never thought of that before. Wow, and I don't know. I don't know that many. Somebody brunette.
Yeah.
I was thinking through actresses of the past that I admire, and Katharine Hepburn came up, and right away I saw her looking through a script and said, well, this is pretty thin material here. I don't think she'd take the part.
I love it. A long time ago, I was told that for any fans here of Young and the Restless, there was a young girl that was part of the Abbott family. Her name was Tracy. And I was told that I looked like her. And so I do not remember her name, like her actual real name, but she played Tracy Abbott. And when she married, and I don't remember what his name on the screen was, like his character's name, but I remember his real name, which is so weird. Don Diamond, I believe was his name. He looked an awful lot like my ex-husband. And so anyways, long story short, I've always thought in my mind that, if I was going to ever have a movie of myself, that would be the person, because I was told that we look alike. So
cool.
I have an answer. What can I say? All right. Juno's giving advice in the chat, but I missed what the advice was for. Tammy Jackson says that she would like to visit a past life in Scotland, but not sure of the date.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Marie is got someone in the hospital there. So I want to take a moment and say thank you to everyone for being so kind to send lots of love and prayers to my husband and to my father-in-law, who is also in the hospital. At this moment, there's nothing more that the doctors can do, but right now we're grateful, that he's getting really good care and he's comfortable. And Mark is there with him, and as he should be, and that's kind of where we're at. So I thank you, everybody, for being so kind and so sweet. And Marie, whatever's going on with your person there, I hope that everything is okay, and we send our love and prayers to you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some readings. I've got all my cards out because I get to play too. And I've got them all out on the table. I've got some tarot cards out if I need them for anything. If you have a question, throw it up in the chat. We'll get to work, and we'll have some fun. We'll channel some messages. And I do want to say, while people are popping things in the chat, that I was just telling Joan. Joan did a reading for me, like a private reading, which was really, really interesting. And I've never had a reading like that before. The first, 15, 20 minutes was so interesting to me. And so many things came through. It's hard to keep track of them all. And then I was just telling her backstage that Allie had this energy healer or a light language speaker or something of the nature. And she channeled some information through to me, which was very similar to what Joan said. And so I shared that with Joan when she was when she first arrived, and I just think that's so interesting. One of the things that came through for me was that I was on like there was Pegasus basically was part of my reading, and so the language, I can't remember if it was a light language speaker or an energy, but anyways, whatever. The point is that apparently I was on a horse. So there you go. All right. I'm rambling. Sorry, friends. Sorry. Here we go. Where is it here? My first question, I just lost it. I had it. All right. Tammy's question first. We'll stick that up on the screen. Tammy Jackson says, we want to move. When will that happen? Yes, of course, Flowing. I got you start. Yes, that's right, Juno. Thank you. Light language, Louise Rhodes. Thank you, Juno. And Juno, I did send you an email, by the way. Okay, so Tammy Jackson, we want to move. When will that happen? Roy says he released Friday, but no paid meds. I'm trying to make him all go to ER. Script.
I think I'm going to go to my pendulum too.
Yep.
Yeah. I tuned in right away and said, will you move? And I heard yes. And then I went to the pendulum and asked, will you be moving in 2022, by the end of 22? And it said yes. And just to check, I said, will you be moving in 2023? No. So it's by the end of this year, but it looks like later this year, fourth quarter.
All right, let the slowpoke catch up. Sorry. It's hard to drive this ship.
I'll see if I can get anything else here.
Well, I got the sun card, so that's a yes. That is a yes.
And when I tuned back in again, I saw a rocket ship, and it so it's either going to go fast, or they're saying if you put the fire behind it, it can happen this year.
Well, on the bottom of the deck, if this helps at all, Tammy, I've got the 6 of Swords, and so swords are air. Air is typically fall. And so I think that you might be looking, September, October, November. When I asked my pendulum, I got September. Yes, Tammy. Yay.
I got the very same thing. So with my pendulum. So
awesome.
That's 3 for 3 on that one.
That's beautiful. Well, we're off to a great start, ladies. Juno, I've got your question there, love. So I hope that helps, Tammy. I do want to pull one more card for you, love. Just because. From my Animal Spirit Wisdom deck, which is one of my favorites. This deck just really speaks to me. Let's see what else I can get for you. Any other little extra tidbit, insight, you never know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? I've got Kangaroo. It's just a beautiful image on that, and it's courage. You are being tested, so have faith and stand in your truth. So I'm not sure what is behind the move, but it may be a bit of a challenge as you get to the point of the move, but I believe it's going to happen for you. So try to hang in there, my friend. Try to hang in there. Remember to do lots of self-care.
Challenge will be packing everything into that little pouch.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for being here, my friend. All right, we have Flowing. Can I have a message from my ancestors, please? Message from my ancestors. I'm going to mute myself because I shuffle really, really loud. Whenever you guys are ready, just go ahead. Tammy says family issues holding us back. Thank you, Tammy, for that. Hang in there, my love. With the sun card there, things are improving. And with the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that now makes sense. That's moving to from choppy waters to smoother waters to a calmer sort of state. And so you're definitely moving in the right direction, love. Yes, Nancy, I've got you, love. You're after flowing.
Wow. So, as most people know that have watched me read, I have this metaphorical stage that everybody's on. And I asked for your ancestors to come forward and give you a message. And I do, and ancestors, old ancestors, I don't see them in human form. They're old enough, they've lost their human form. And really what they look like to me is flames, kind of like flames. And your ancestors are very interesting. I usually see like kind of yellow and purpley yellow, or kind of violet. But you have ancestors that are green flames and peachy colored flames. So you have very colorful past, very colorful ancestors. And I see them line up on the back of the stage, kind of, and there's a table in front of them, and there's food all over the table, and they've kind of put their arms out like this, like your life is a banquet. Take advantage of the banquet. Don't be on a diet right now. They mean spiritually. Take part in life. Don't just hold back. They're rooting for you over there. So go ahead and partake.
When you said sun or the flame, my eyes perked up because the first thing I saw was the sun on the horizon, like it was coming up, and so half of the sun, and it was sort of a stylized sun coming up over the ocean. And so I thought, what's this about? And then they started giving me these adages, sort of like, yes, it's a new day, but we've been through many rotations. They're kind of saying we've seen it all before, but then everything old is new again. So they're just saying that, okay, Spirit, tell me what this means for flowing.
I got you, Connie.
There are things going on in this earth, in the life of humanity right now, that seem like they're brand new, but it's the same old story all over again. But the sun is going to shine, and they're saying that this is on two levels for you individually, and then kind of for all of humanity, because we all came down to help at this time. That we're not quite there. The sun isn't fully up, but it's coming up. And it's like we're going through this cycle all over again. We've seen it all before, but you're here, hands on now, and we're going to be with you to help. But the sun is coming up, and the light will shine. So I think they're saying this on two levels for what's going on throughout the world right now, and then also however that might apply in your life. So I hope that resonates with you.
Flowing said, thank you, Terri. She loves that.
Great.
Hi, Jay. And Joan, yes, I understand.
Okay, good.
So flowing, this is what I got for you, love. I pulled from the energy and spirit deck. I love that deck. It's a new one for me. The first card that I got is, I'm going to just bear with me here. I'm going to take your message off the screen because it'll hopefully make us bigger. There we go. So you can see this. So this is sensitivity and strength. Now notice the feather floating down. All right. Can you see the feather there on the screen? Oh. So it is tapping the forces within. And this card always reminds me of a little bit of a struggle. between sort of understanding the power that you have, you know, and your connection, and utilizing it. You know what I mean? Like not a problem with the connection, but a problem of how to like put it to use, I guess is the best way I know how to say it. So I'm not sure if that resonates or not, but all of my cards basically say the same thing. I've got Shamanic Healer. It's just a beautiful image there. Just an absolutely stunning image. Okay, and this is cleansing and attunement. So again, speaking to trying to figure out what to do with this particular, you know, gift, right? So I'm not sure if you're going through something that's causing you to question it, or if you're going through something, or if it's just what's going on in the world that you're having a hard time with it. But this is definitely a message of, you know, keep going with it, right? Things are happening with it. Things are like flowing for you, not you know, no pun intended. I've got Moonlight Enchantment, and it was interesting that you both said about the sun, and I've got the moonlight, right? I mean, the sun and the moon are both very powerful forces, and I particularly find the nighttime a really magical time, right? Go outside and sit there underneath the stars and just look up at the moon, and I just feel at peace when I do that. And I can't really explain it. I've always been that way. And then I've got from the Angel Quest Oracle, this is hope. Now that's a big bright light. And the message is Archangel Phanuel, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing properly, is granting you the faith and the strength that you need during this time. So I hope that helps, my love.
And she says, Kelly, yes, I understand. Beautiful cards and love the moon.
Good. Thank you, Flowing. Hope that helps, my love. I do that often. I go outside and I just sort of sit there and look up at the moon and just allow it to speak to me. You know what I mean? I don't really say anything. I just look up at it. I find it very, very, very soothing. Always have. All right. So that was great. Thank you, ladies. So here we have Nancy Riker. Put her up on the screen there. So can I get a message from my grandmother? Phoebe was her name. It's such a sweet name, Phoebe. I love that.
Do you have anything, Joan?
Yeah, just a little bit. Of course, me being into birds, right away I heard the chickadees' spring song, Phoebe, Phoebe.
Oh,
And it's such a different song than the winter song, which is much more percussive and everything. And so the message seemed to be, and then it started coming to me more, that you're more than one thing. And her message is, you have many facets, you have many sides, and they're all valuable, and bring them out, and they're all necessary and all useful in the right time. So don't just think you're one thing. You can do more than one thing. You have many colors and many songs that you can sing, and they're all a natural part of you and your beauty and part of your gift to the world.
oh, that's amazing. I Phoebe did not come out onto my stage. She says, I'm a little shy. I was I don't know if she was shy in life or she's just shy right now. So she's not on, but her presence is there, but I'm not like seeing what she looks like. She's giving me the feeling that she was a teacher or somebody who, she might not have been a teacher in a classroom, but she taught people. She took great joy in passing on skills. And she is really saying that same message. You can be more than one thing. You can teach more than one thing. Make sure to leave a legacy in your life. Tell people about your life. Teach what you know. Share what you know. And because you grow the world. It's a type of manifest. She's showing me a type of manifestation where that by passing on your knowledge, you're growing a small world. You're enhancing the world. So keep going with that.
I love that because I got the same kind of cards. And Juno pulled a card for Nancy, which was the card number 17, Crow Spirit, like Crow, CROW. So the birds again. And the message was, when you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight. And I just think that this is interesting. So Nancy, I have to say, I'm not trying to hijack all of the show here, but when the cards fall out, you gotta go with it, right? So the first card that I've got is confusion. So I'm gonna just hide your message there just to make this a wee bit bigger. So confusion, right? See all the different directional signs there. So many choices and uncertainty. Then I've got, which seems slightly contradictory. And when Joan was saying about the bird, I held this up, right? So this is freedom. This is moving on and letting go. I literally got 4 cards that came out from the Angel Quest Oracle. So really quickly, I've got creation. Mm-hmm. Okay. Archangel Jophiel is helping you to manifest the life of your dreams, which is literally what Terri said. I've got this card here, which is respect. So you are being guided to respect the decisions and opinions of others. And I sort of think that ties into this directional sign. So I'm not sure if you've been asking people, hey, what do you think about this? Or, hey, what do you think about that? What do you think I should do? That kind of idea. Maybe you've asked too many people and now you've got too many like different ideas swimming around. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I've got music. And this is the angels are urging you to welcome more music into your life. I sort of feel like the music might be like inspiration to you, right? You might hear a message within the music. And then I've got going within. Just a lovely image on that card. The angels are asking you to calm your mind and feel the power of spirit with you, which I think is what ties into the freedom card, because that's moving on and letting go, right? Realizing that you already know the answer to whatever question you may be asking. And lastly, which, I got to save the best for last, we've got field mouse. And the field mouse is success. And it says, believe in yourself and dare to dream big, which ties in with the creation card and manifesting the life of your dreams. So that is a pretty powerful and pretty amazing message that you got, Nancy. I hope that it resonates. I hope that you enjoyed that.
That was beautiful. I noticed that almost every card from whichever deck had feathers in it, except for the field mouse. And it made me think hope is a thing with feathers. And hope is like one of the steps toward manifestation. That, you know, you hope and then you believe, and then so it all falls.
Maybe I mean, maybe Nancy can tell us. Maybe she gets feathers as a sign. Maybe be on the lookout for some feathers. Ooh, I just got total goosebumps. Now, that could be, in all honesty, it could be because I got a fan beside me, or it could just be that I just picked up on something. It could be either one. All right. Thank you, Nancy, for your question. All right. Juno is up next, and Juno says, I would love a message, please, if there is time. Thank you. Juno, is there any particular message that you want us to get for you? Is there someone that you would like to hear from, or any particular facet, or just general, whatever we get?
And I have to acknowledge Connie B for continuing the poem. Hope is the thing that feathers that's perched within the soul.
Right? Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Juno says guidance for doing my channel would be appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And Connie, thank you. She's driving and listening, so. Nancy says that her grandmother was a midwife and a very loving mom of 5. Thank you. It's so sweet.
Midwives would have to be teaching as they're delivering babies and
absolutely
passing on skills. Yeah. Wow, Juno. I'm back at your house. I'm always at Juno's house. And the shaman is back. The shaman that we went on a journey with once. And I see that they have put like a metaphorical fire in about the midway in your house, probably wherever your front room is. I haven't been inside her house, so I don't know, but I'm seeing this fire and the shaman. And we're both sitting around it as well. And he's saying, as the fire gives off warmth and it goes through the air, it goes through the house, we perceive it on our skins. He will continue to give you ideas. He will continue even after after this reading's over, to keep working with you to broadcast ideas to you. And he calls you my daughter again, my daughter. I have you. I will help you. And he's really putting out a very rosy color around this scene, very rosy, pinky rosy color. So I hope that color means something to you. But you have some help from the other side.
That's beautiful. What I saw right away, I saw my hands going like this, and I figured that Juno would would know what that means from her energy healing practice. But it also, and so I didn't know exactly what that meant. So I asked, and was getting the impression that they were saying, approach this as if it were a holy place. Approach it as if it's a ritual. Not that you have to like be very, overly contrite or something like that about doing a YouTube channel, but honor the steps in the process. And it's sort of like they were saying, you wouldn't run into a temple or a cathedral running around with your hair on fire going, I'm going to get this all done. It's, they said, approach it like you would a Japanese tea ceremony, where every little movement is holy in itself. You know, the pouring of the water and the steeping of the tea and everything is, you know, is every moment of it is honored. And let's see, honor the process like the tea ceremony. And just recognize the holiness of it, and taking it one step at a time. And that's both a way to not just to honor the process, but to maintain throughout the process, maintaining peace in yourself, in your soul. And then that's going to project out into anything you do. So I hope that helps.
I love that. So Juno says, Terri, you've got to come and visit me sometime in person. She said, I love the rosy pink color of the desert at sunset and at sunrise. And Joan, that is a very, very profound hand position when you crossed.
Great.
I've got really awesome cards here, Juno. And I mean, it feels like I'm telling you something that you already know. And so I feel like I'm just sort of putting an exclamation point on it for you. So I pulled tarot cards. I won't give into like this huge thing, but I started out with the 5 of Pentacles, followed by the, I don't know if you can even see that, sorry, 5 of Pentacles, followed by the 10 of Wands, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Cups, and then I've got the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And so that is someone who is really struggling with, you know, what should I do? How do I do this? You know, all in your head kind of idea, feeling a little bit left out, feeling a little bit ostracized. And I think that that's in terms of like, when do I press the go button? How do I start? Where do I start? All of that kind of thing. 10 of Wands can be taken in so many different ways, but the most important thing about the 10 of Wands is it is a 10. That means the completion, right? The end of a cycle. And I literally feel that that is you moving towards your next opportunity or your next possibility, right? We've got the Knight of Pentacles being very focused and going after what it is that you need to go after. You've got the Queen of Cups, which is about your intuition. You are coming from your heart center and your connection to spirit, and you are just a bright light. You are just love, and that is all that is you. That's what you're all about. 2 of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, so balance, 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 and balance. And then I've got impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy, so be careful with your balance. I've got from the Impasse Empowerment deck, release shame. Now I want to read this message to you because I think that this really is the point of my whole message. If you've been shamed for being sensitive or anything else, tell yourself, I am ready to release this shame. I am a lovable and caring person. That makes me want to cry, literally.
It makes me want to cry.
Like I'm tearing up. I've got openness again with the moon. Let spirit tell you where to be, what you need to do, how to get there. And that, my friend, is how you're going to find, look at that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous card. This is tranquility. That's the peace that you're seeking. And it's violet.
Beautiful.
That's what I got for you, Juno. My sister from another mister. Juno once told me that we have very similar healing journeys. And so I feel very proud of her for what she has done. Whenever someone that has frequented my channel or my chat opens up and shares and blossoms and releases and takes a step forward, I feel like my child has graduated in some way or another. And I just like, I feel such immense love and pride for Juno, because this is such an exciting moment. So don't stifle it, is what I want to say to you. Don't stifle it. Live in it and let it just embrace the crap out of you like you just bought yourself the best robe ever. All right.
Well, speaking of not stifling, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, Juno, but I would like to announce that Juno of Junosphere will be reading with me on my channel. We're going to tape it and release it on Wednesday. So we will both be putting out a little promo, so you don't have to write it down now, but just know that that's coming.
Yay. Well, Juno says, violets are some of my favorite flowers. Thank you so much, ladies. This means a lot to me. All three of you were instrumental in helping me overcome this crippling hurdle. That's very kind of you to say, Juno. I sent Juno an email to invite her on the channel, so she'll be here. Hopefully she accepts. She says she's very excited to read with you, Joan.
Great.
So that's awesome. Just really enjoy the moment and enjoy the experience. Juno is the best advice that I can give you from someone who started a channel and had no idea what they were doing and has never picked up an oracle card before they started their channel. It probably wasn't the best thing I could have done in terms of, that's like really like jumping off of a tall building without looking around your surroundings. But the point that I'm trying to make is, so far it's been an amazing journey, and I wouldn't change a darn thing of it because we've all grown together, which is just the best part, I think. Yes, of course, Wendy, we've got that. Hi, Anna Banana. All right, so the next question that we have is from Connie B. Connie B is at home now, and Connie B would like to know, how will the new principal be? Her name is Mary Anna. So the new principal of her school, whose name is Mary Anna, she wants to know how that's going to work. Hi, Heather. Silverstar Priestess, thank you for being here. All right. How is Mary Anna going to do?
I tuned into you, Connie, and then I drew a line over to Mariana, and I saw, then the line turned into 2 jump ropes, like you were jumping double Dutch. So it might be a little complicated at first, but then I saw it just settling into 1 rope and a steady rhythm that, you could do tricks in with just a single rope. But at first there might be a period of settling in where it feels like, oh, there's too much change, too many things coming at me at once. Let me see if I can get an idea of how long is that period going to last. Will it be more than a month? Yes. Will it be more than 3 months? No. So in the first 3 months might be a period of settling in, but just know that everybody's going to work together to find their rhythm, and then it'll be clear sailing.
Mm-hmm. And I got the same thing. I just kind of tuned into your energy, and just was watching like how will you feel about her as a principal. And I got the same thing, that at first there's going to be some ups and downs where you're going to be like, oh, okay, hang in there. So, a little bit of that, but then I see it getting very steady. I see you getting very happy with her progress. And it feels like, it either feels like a long time, like that she's going to be in this job quite a while and leave a legacy, or you're going to be friends with her after this for a long time. You're going to be in connection. You're going to, I feel like you guys are going to learn from each other a lot. So there's going to be connection. She's going to do fine. Just like anybody else in a job, she's going to have some ups and downs, but you're going to be helpful in that.
I'm nodding my head in agreement. Like I don't know why I do that, but I love it when you share the screen with people and all of your message sort of like web together. I love that, or weave together, not web together. This is what I got for you, Connie. So I pulled some tarot cards. Okay, so I don't know what is going on at your school. I don't know if there's been some problems and that's why you've got a new principal coming. But I sort of feel like things are about to change for the better. Yes, Terri, they do. And if it is Kigaru Spiritual Journeys and Wisdom Seeker Joan, both of the links are in the description box below the video. Maybe one of the mods could check the channel or put the channel links into the chat. That would be great. But they are in the description box below the video. And thank you for asking. I do mention that at the end, but I appreciate you reminding me. Thank you. So the first card that I got is the Fool card. So a new beginning, a new journey. I've got the Moon. So I don't think that this is about Marianne. I think that this is about things that were happening, which is why Marianne has been brought to the school. So things are going to come to the surface. It's going to cause a little bit of conflict, a little bit of like, I almost feel like a bit of a power struggle. Not between you and Marianne, but just all around, right? Like, you know, people are resistant towards change. That's kind of what I feel like. Everyone's kind of like, you know, we were here first, kind of, that's the vibe I'm getting. But I think that Marianne kind of knows what she's doing, and she's coming from a place of love. And this is the last card that I have, which is the Two of Cups. So I feel like you're all going to see that and recognize that in her, that's what she's there to do, right? And ultimately, justice is what I have on the bottom of the deck. So this is, everything is going to come from a place of love. Everything's going to come from a place of truth, and she just wants everything to be as it's supposed to be, which is lovely. I've got power. So I believe that she is exactly the right person for the job at the right time. I also got action. And so things are going to be changing. But this is just, you know, you can't make this stuff up. And I just think this is beautiful. This is from The Secret Language of Color. And that is one gigantic shot of a beautiful white feather. And that is Lighten Up. And so I feel like once you all get to know her a little bit, you're going to feel a sense of, we can relax because we're in good hands. And, you know, that reminds me then, of course, of the Two of Cups, right? Mm-hmm. So I hope that helps. So Connie's saying, yes, we bounced the other one out finally. Yes, there are a lot of women who have strong opinions at the school. I just do my job. There are a couple of teachers who like to get the principal on their side for favors. It's already happening. I just shake my head and I love it. We group is as good as its leaders. Yeah. My boss used to say that all the time, right? That a good manager should be able to leave the department for like a vacation, and, you know, you should come back and like not even know that the manager was gone, right? That was how he felt about, you know, his ability to manage, was that we could function on our own with or without him. So yeah, Juno says, stand in your power, Connie. I hope that helps, my love. Sounds like some great changes are coming your way, which is fantastic. If changes are needed. So last up we have Wendy. Wendy says, a message from my guides, please and thank you. A message from my guides. Oh, and Wendy just subbed to both of you. So thank you, Wendy. That was very kind of you.
Thank you very much.
Juno says a good manager is good at delegating. Message from my guides.
Whoa. Mindy. Now, this is metaphorically, not really. I mean, it could be, I guess, but they're showing me you pregnant. You're probably about 6 or 7 months pregnant in this view. You look lovely. You look gorgeous. And what you're growing. So basically they're showing me that to tell me that you are something's growing within you. You're growing right now. And they're showing me a beautiful plant. So in this pregnancy, you're having a plant instead of a baby, but it's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful flower, beautiful green leaves. I'm a gardener and I do like flowers, but I love green more. And just a lovely, healthy green plant is going to have beautiful white flowers on it. And it's a spiritual gift that's growing within you now. And but like all pregnant ladies, there's going to be a few hiccups. There's going to be a few kicks from within side. There's going to be a little bit of labor, which may be unpleasant. So a gift is growing. It's not without a little bit of, hardship. But you can do it because I see the beautiful result.
Hi, honey.
I think some of this might coordinate with what Terri just said, but I right away saw kind of a cartoon image or an illustration. And a lot of times for me, for that means it either happened in the past or refers to childhood. And what I saw was you as a young girl in a little blue dress with a jacket, but you were flying. And your arms were out and it was a night sky under the moonlight and you were just having a great time flying on these wings. But it was dark out, and then the feeling came that remember your childhood dreams, remember the things that used to make you happy, the things you used to dream about, even if it was silly and out of this world. Go back to that place and remember that. And then I saw, and I'm so glad I'm reading here with Terri because you get odd images sometimes too. Then I saw you in a hamster wheel, but the hamster wheel was lined with tufted material. So it was like an old mattress. So there is a period for a while where you're going to feel like, yeah, I've got to keep running on this hamster wheel, but it's not as rough as it could be. It's, okay, Spirit, tell me more about this.
I got you, Heather. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Juno or Joan. Sorry. Sorry, I'm reading Juno in the chat and looking at you. My husband's in the chat and saying that he's on his way home. So drive safely, honey. We love you and we miss you. Okay. And he thanks everyone for all of the thoughts and prayers for his dad. Thank you. Sweet. Sorry, Joan.
That's okay. We're back to the hamster wheel. And then it just sort of it clips open and it lies flat. So there's a period of stress, of challenge, but it's not as bad as it could be because there's a mattress there, and then it opens up and you can just lie down and relax. So overall, going back, keeping your heart what you loved, the joy and simplicity of childhood. It will help cushion the challenges that lie ahead, and then make them just sort of melt away.
I'm going to remove your comment, Wendy, just for 1 second so I can put it up. By the way, did anyone notice what I'm not doing today? What I just was like, oh, my mouth feels dry. I haven't had a piece of gum since we started the show. Well, chewing gum is an anxiety technique that I use to help me stay calm, and I haven't had to have a piece of gum. So now I'm literally doing it to, because my mouth is getting dry. So that's really interesting. Silver Star Priestess, I did, we'll stick you in there. You'll be our last question for the day. Wendy, I pulled so many cards here, it's not even funny. All right. Sorry for all of my noise. So the first card that I got, and this is interesting to me because when Terri said about being pregnant, I pulled the Journey Guide, which is the world in the hands. And it often reminds me of the Light Seers Tarot. The Empress card has the globe in her tummy. And they say that that card means that you're pregnant with possibilities. And I don't know why, but when you said it, I pulled that card and that's what I thought of. So I thought I would mention it. So this talks about travel or change in location. So I don't know if you're thinking of moving or you're thinking of taking a trip. And when I say that, I almost feel like I've read this for you already. But I don't know why I think that. I could be totally wrong. The next card that I've got is overcoming obstacles. And you can overcome anything is the message on the bottom of the deck or on the bottom of the card. Stepping into your power, right? You are strong beyond measure. And so I think that this talks about what Joan and Terri were both saying, that, you might have a little bit of a challenge coming up. I've got raising your vibration. Okay, and that message is Archangel Metatron is elevating you to a higher state of consciousness. I've got Sloth, which is a digital detox. So recalibrate, reset, and recharge is what the message is on that deck or on that card. And I pulled 2 tarot cards just really quick. And I've got the Knight of Wands and I've got the Queen of Wands. With the 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and behind that is the High Priestess. So what that tells us is they are asking you to stop, slow down, let your hair down, beat your own drum, right? Have a little bit of spontaneity, do your own thing. The Queen of Wands is about, it also speaks to creativity too. The Queen of Wands is about standing in your truth, standing in your power. And again, speaks to really just embracing who you are. The 3 of Wands is when you have, how do I explain it? When you have spent so much time trying to make something happen, and now it's right there. Like you can almost reach out and touch it, but not quite yet. So you know it's on its way, right? So I think what all of this is trying to tell you is this. We got Moonlight Enchantment again, which is magic. So the magic of the moonlight, right? Maybe that's where you could go to do your digital detox. Maybe that's where you're going to get your power from. And we've got the Healing Heart, which is love, acceptance, and romance. I just thought I would mention that's what's on the card. So opening up your heart, I think, is what this is all about for you. Tuning into the magic of spirit, lifting your vibration is going to help you be able to navigate whatever obstacles or challenges you feel that you may be facing or that you may be headed towards. And remember that you are stronger beyond measure. So I hope that helps. That's what I got. That was a lot of cards. Sorry, but you got you can't tell the cards to not come out, right? They pop out when they feel they need to. So I hope that helps, Wendy. Last question that we have is from Silver Star Priestess. Her name is Heather. She says, if you have time, I'd really appreciate a message from my great grandmother Miro, please, and thank you. Okay, so Wendy says, thank you so much, ladies. It all resonates. Appreciated.
Wow.
Great. Good.
Thank you for letting us know. Juno says that she loves your lilies of the valley, Joan.
I wish everyone could smell them. It's just so wonderful. And the lilacs and back.
Lilacs are my favorite flower.
It's so short. The fragrance season, I call it, the lilacs and the lilies of the valley. And it,
mine are hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas.
Ooh, yeah. Beautiful.
That's a good. All right.
Okay, back to work.
Great grandmother Miro. Sorry, so this is my grandmother's great grandmother, Heather is saying. She is one of my guides. Sorry, I forgot I wasn't muted.
Well, she made a really dramatic entrance for me. It was like an old time movie about God and the angels in heaven, and the clouds parted, and here came this gauzy being with a long, it looked like a magic wand with a star on it, like there was a silver shaft with a silver star on it, but it was longer than like a kid's magic wand or make-believe one. And then there's so many mixed metaphors in this vision. And then she said, life's a game, be the star of it. Let's see. And just to like make the most of it, you're the star of the show. And then she said, hit it out of the park. And she took her magic wand and like hit a ball with it. And just kind of saying, don't waste your time. Have as much fun as you can in this lifetime. There's eternity over here. When you're human, the time is limited. And yes, it feels heavy. There's so much, it feels like so much responsibility. And so much you can get caught up in the worry and all of that, but realize what a gift it is and create your own reality, be the star of your own show and just hit it out of the park, because this is we're going back to the movies now, like this is your big chance. So she's just there rooting for you and now she's saying, go big, go home. So just know that she's like cheering for you and just sees big things and is so on your side. When I think of the great grandmother, I was expecting like a little a little energy of oh, she's a big, powerful energy, and she sees the power in you too. Oh, and Silver Star Priestess. No wonder the star. I didn't even recognize that until we started again.
Well,
okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Flowing, you freaked me right out again. Flowing does this to me every so often. Sorry. That was like literally, I just looked at that one. What? And I forgot I didn't have a microphone on. So, flowing to sprout. Heather, I saw a lady in a red gown handing you the NQ symbol. I'm going to take this comment down. Can you tell me if you can see this? Do you see that?
I see a crow.
Do you see a lady in a long red gown?
Yes. Oh my, okay.
Come on. It's like she was seeing my cards. Sorry.
wow.
Sorry, go ahead, Terry. I apologize.
Yes, when a great grandmother came up, my great grandfather is part of my stage crew, and he escorted her out. So I knew we're talking to, and there's a chair on my stage, a very large, I mean, I would expect the queen to sit in this chair. It's very ornate, it's wood and carved, and it's got like gold on it and turquoise. It's mostly turquoise in the back, and she sits down like this is my rightful throne. She is quite the character, and then she shows me something so simple. Okay, this is going to be, she shows me an Oreo cookie floating above her, turning all sorts of ways.
Sorry, I know you can't see that, Terry. Sorry. That's the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a little Oreo cookie-ish.
Oreo cookie is floating. And she's like, you must enjoy your life. You must enjoy your life. Enjoy everything there's everything to enjoy about this cookie. She's like, there's chocolate,
Right.
which is wonderful. Your teeth will enjoy the crunchiness. So even the bad times or the challenging times, the crunchiness will feel good in your life. And then you can pull it apart and scoop a little of the soft side out, enjoy the softness of life, the soft bits when they come, and just enjoy this cookie. She's kind of like, just stuff it in your mouth and eat the whole thing and have a great time. But she's talking about life, just like Joan said, live this life, do it with gusto, crunch that cookie or scrape, eat all the insides out, how you do it with your teeth, you scratch it out, scratch out the good stuff and don't feel ashamed for that. Just go for it. And don't let anybody make you feel shame for this Oreo cookie that is spinning many ways, I guess, like the Wheel of Fortune. So I would feel very fortunate to get
super interesting what you just said, Terry. That's an amazing message. And the Silver Star Priestess says she's so funny, she'll actually hide stuff on her to get her attention.
Oh. Well, she's quite a character.
Yes.
I got super interesting cards. And so here we go. So I pulled some tarot cards. Speaking of an Oreo cookie, the Ace of Swords, the hat, I guess, is what I'm going to call it, or the Fascinator, always reminds me a little bit of an Oreo cookie, just the way it looks, right? So, as you know, Heather, this is about, an aha moment. It's about creativity. It's inspiration, right? We have your second Oreo cookie-ish looking type of card with the Wheel of Fortune, right? Your karmic lessons. I sort of feel like going through the motions. I've got the devil card, and don't freak out. I sort of feel like this is you. And when I say it's you getting in your own way. You telling yourself, oh, I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be doing this. Why am I doing this? You got to literally get off that hamster wheel. We've got the Page of Cups. This is inspiration. Again, creativity. It's, sort of like an idea comes into your mind and you're like off to the races with it, right? You've figured out 16 ways to do something with that idea. I've got the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Now, a lot of people think that this is a really, really negative card. I don't think it's a negative card. Notice the one white bird, because Joan's here, so everything's coming up birds. We've got the one white bird. And that one white bird is your opportunity to release and move forward. And then, my love, look at the wonderful cards that we've got. We've got Release Your Fear. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. We've got Take Baby Steps. Again, with the birds. Go slowly like the patient turtle. Do not try to rush or force anything. Baby steps are golden. They will lead you to your fondest goals. We've got Squirrel, which is spiritual maintenance. Be your own caretaker. We've got the Raven Spirit, which is truth. That's the lady with the red gown. I still can't believe Flowing did that. That's absolutely amazing. And Silver Star Priestess said in the chat earlier that ravens speak to her too. And then, I don't know if this makes sense to you, so you tell me, Silver Star Priestess. I pulled this card, which is orange. And when Terri was saying about, like sort of being more like, inner child and like licking the sides of the Oreo and all of that kind of stuff, it just made me think of, which this might seem like a bit of a stretch, but I literally thought of like a creamsicle. When you have the orange and it's got the cream inside of it and it's all dripping and it's going everywhere and like that's just fun, right? So that's energy. Okay. And then, oddly enough, notice all the circles though. So a lot of birds and a lot of circles. I don't know what any of that means, but there's something about the Oreo cookie in the circle because I've got 2 lemons here. Well, I've got yellow. Sorry. I've got 1 lemon. I've got yellow. I've got orange. I've got the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. It's just very odd to me. So the first card is yellow, which is purify your body. Right? Which is why we got that energy card. And then we've got yellow or lemon, which is access innovative thinking. And so you got all these creative cards. And so I feel like you have got something. You are on the precipice. You're on the doorstep. Something is right in front of you. So you've been thinking about something, tossing an idea around in your head, but you are getting in your own way. Telling yourself, I shouldn't, I can't, maybe I don't know. Is it good enough? Is it not good enough? Question. And I want to say to you, slow down. Just slow down a little bit. Take a breath and take a baby step. If you're that concerned about it, take a baby step and then it's okay. If you're not and you want us to take a step forward, every step that we take is a step forward. It may not be the best idea that you've ever had, but it's still a step forward, which leads you to the next step forward. And that's okay. That's okay. If people are going to judge you for taking a chance, for trying to put yourself in a different position or a different way of thinking or a different way of being, well, who really wants to be around people that are judgy? We don't need those kind of people in our life, do we? Silver Star Priestess says there's a family story around Oreos. I love breaking in half and eating all the ice cream. I love that. So I don't know if that helps or not, Silver Star Priestess. I feel like I went on for a long time, but I hope that makes some kind of sense to you. I just feel like the message is just just be kinder to yourself and believe in yourself.
I liked how you went from orange to yellow and just thinking about the chakras, the power,
Yeah.
passion, the creativity of the orange sacral chakra up to the solar plexus where you put it into action. That's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Joan. And I didn't even think of that. So that's why we're all here together. Silver Star Priestess says, yes, I'm working on some major moves in my creative stuff. Had a conversation with myself, baby steps. Nice. I like it. Thank you. And Anna Banana says, even falling. Oh, whoops. I just lost the comment. Hate it when it does that. Even falling on your face is forward movement. Absolutely it is. Hi, Carter Nancy Mesquite. Thank you for being here. Says thank you, everybody. To all of us, Silver Stars Priestess is saying thank you to all of us. So, wow, we timed that pretty good. That's 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we're done our questions. But that was pretty good, ladies. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending this time on a long weekend with me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for all of your questions. So, Joan, you mentioned that you have Juno coming on the channel. Is there anything else that's coming up for you that you want to tell everyone about?
Let's see. Monday, tomorrow, we're both going to be with Sun Psychic Jean tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 Central. And Wednesday, Juno and I are going to do something. It's going to be taped and we'll put it out later. And then on Thursday night, it's Meet the Mediums with Allie.
Yay.
Yep. Yeah.
And what about you, Terri? What's coming up for you, love?
I have the very same schedule she just talked about.
Oh, well, that makes it easy, doesn't it?
She can't shake me. I'm just like that kid who just keeps following me around.
I am stuck on Band-Aid. Sorry. I love it. Yeah, so Terri is Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. The link is in the description box below. Joan is Wisdom Seeker Joan. Link in the description box below. You're both available for private personal readings, right, ladies?
Yes.
Yep.
So you can go to their channel, and on their about page, I'm sure that the email is there. Or, of course, you can email me, and I will get that information to you. What's going on with dzncats? Well, my goodness, friends. I hardly know some days. So Monday, Circle of Friends Tarot, because everyone knows that I also have that channel with Allie. Circle of Friends Tarot, Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, because this is the only way it comes out of me, one by one. Silver Star Priestess will be our guest, so we look forward to that. So hope everyone can join us on Wednesday for Achieving Wellness. I will have Valerie from Illumination Portal and Diana, which is Oil Painter, joining us, going through the zodiac signs, what's coming up in the month of June for everyone. On Friday, which is Think Spirit, it's Friday, I will be joined by Deanne, Shield Maiden. So I'm very excited that she's coming to visit the channel. And then on Sunday, for Sunday Connections, Kathleen G. Lightworker will be here with me at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry. And that's about all that I remember at this particular moment. I'm sure I'm missing many things, but all the notifications are out. So pretty much if you turn on YouTube, I'll be somewhere. That's kind of where I was going with that. So with that being said, ladies, thank you so much. This has been such a treat. I really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like we were connected well today. So I really, really like that. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for all you do.
Oh, thank you, Joan. You're very kind. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for being here. Thank you for sharing and for participating and for sending love and light and lifting each other up and always making me feel just really, really good. So hi, Sun Psychic Jean. How are you?
Hi, Jean.
We're just getting ready to say goodbye. Gina, thank you. I really, really appreciate everybody. And I just want to say again, thank you to everyone for, just all the love and the prayers and the support. I had to cancel a few shows last week, and I don't like doing that, but everyone's been very, very kind, and it is greatly appreciated. Father-in-law is, unfortunately doing he's getting the very best care that he can, and you know, they're doing everything that they can for him, and that's all that we can hope for. We're grateful for that. So with that being said, we will let everyone go. Have a great weekend, and don't forget the daily reads will be popping up tomorrow morning, and I will see you when I see you next. I think that's all I have to say. That's a lot of housekeeping. Oh, right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff. Many blessings. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.